Lobos, coming off a surprising performance in the Big House, taking on Michigan and keeping the game competitive pretty much throughout after that rough start. Well, they take on Idaho State. This is a Mountain West Network game. It's going to be on 1 p.m. Mountain Time. This is the first true look that we get for the Lobos. A team much more in their realm of competition. Jack Lane looked great last weekend against a pressured Wolverines defense. What can you do now taking on the Bengals and a team that's 0-2 to start the season? They already played a Mountain West team in UNLV and handled it pretty good for the Bengals. Took it down to the wires, a 31-38 game. Not what UNLV was expecting. They drop another game to Southern Utah last week, but still a very dangerous team coming in to New Mexico. What can we see from the Lobos? Can they keep it up? Taking on a Big Ten team in Michigan that shut out Ohio State the past 4 seasons. What can they do now at home? Hopefully a good crowd start their season and take on a team that could surprise and could challenge. If it could challenge a top team like UNLV, it certainly can challenge and beat a team like New Mexico. So they're going to have to be on their A game, but it was a great start to last season. A team that looked disciplined, a team that capitalized on mistakes from Michigan. And Jack Lane, despite 3 picks, really was doing everything to keep his team in position to win. They utilized some trickery. Dorian Thomas was the standout from last week. Just a great start to his season. He was their go-to guy for Jack Lane. Can we see the running game more effectively this week? Scott Trey Humphrey was limited in what he could do against that Big Ten defense, but can he have a standout type of day and really put it on Idaho State to start the season? Lobos enter this game heavy favorites. I liked what I saw from Idaho State in week 0 taking on UNLV. They were similar to the Lobos in that they utilized some trickery and really found themselves staying in that game throughout. So this is a great matchup for both teams. I'm curious to see if the Lobos are as good as people are crediting them after last week's performance. Can they really show out and have like a decisive victory that they haven't seen in quite a while? The defense already looks far more improved than last year's team. Can they come in and really put on a show for their fans that deservingly need it? I think the Lobos have a great day ahead of them, and I think they're able to show that they are the real deal in the Mountain West this week and get a pretty good win against Idaho State, who really should not be underestimated, and for the Lobos, I'm sure they won't. Great game. Check out, it's 1 p.m. Mountain Time on the Mountain West Network. Idaho State going on the road to take on Mexico Lobos.